Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Charlie 31 departure. We're actually doing a quick one today from Barcelona up to Le Mans for the MotoGP in France. So the French MotoGP takes place at Le Mans. Little airstrip just actually right next to the track there in Le Mans. So we're going to hop in the old flight deck. We are just getting fired in, so let's get everything going. So we can go here. Position in it, we are LEBL, Lima Echo Bravo Lima. Drop that there, and gotta give you some lights so you can see it. There you go. We're gonna be 0310. There is no VATSIM controller on right now, so we'll just go over here. We'll get programmed up, and then we will get fired out of here. We're doing pretty good. We're going to go ahead and drop that there. And we'll make our company flight plan request. Set payload, set fuel, and then over to the route. There we go. While the computer's doing all that, we'll get everything else sort of set up. We're doing okay. On the overhead panel, don't need to worry about anything there for now. Actually, let's get our fuel pumps going. And get the APU fired up. That should release. Come over for a second. We have been sitting in the aircraft for a minute, so we're aware of where everything is. Low oil pressure, good to go there. And then get it zinging. Alright, down through here, we can get you guys on. There we go. Power's coming on to there. Let's get the folks seated. Let the flight attendants know we're ready for them to get all set. That row we're good, and this row we are good for now. All right, looking at our flight plan, we're going up to 300, 340. Alternate is Charles de Gaulle, so we're doing okay. 3.5, everything else appears okay on the flight plan. So let's go ahead and load this up. I have made one, looking at the flight plan, we'll make one little change so we don't have to do any kind of crazy stuff. And there we go. Route uplink is there. Departures, we're going to go off of runway 6 left. Runway 6 left. And we will be on the Locked 1 Alpha. Locked 1 Alpha. Good to go there. And our arrival, we're going to do the RNAV runway 2. And it's just going to be final. So we can go ahead and go to our route. Let's clear that out. We can hit activate, execute, go to our legs page. We do not need Tunac, so we're gonna go MOVAC, Loodle, MOVAC, and we're good to go there. 2,000 feet or above, and then there's our final approach. We've got that. We can execute, and we are ready to roll. All right, so route perf in it. We're gonna go ahead and grab our zero fuel weight, bring that over 3.5. Cost index is gonna be 2.6. And we're flying at, let's go 340. Cruise wind today is going to be 238 at 2.6. Drop that in there. We should be good there. Onto our N1 limit. Let's go do our performance tool. Runway 6 left. Import the weather, 29.907, and we can go ahead and calculate that. We're good. Regular takeoff, temperature 5.2, 4.67. So let's go, we want regular takeoff, temperature 5.2. And let's go to the takeoff page. Flaps 5. PG should be 4.66, 4.67, close enough. 41, 43, 47, 41, 43, 47, those all match up. we are programmed up into the box. We're ready to roll. All right, with that, we're going to go 147. Good to go there. And we need to go look at the chart for the airport. So we are up here at the domestic terminal. We want to go to runway 6 left. That is right there. So expect taxi. What is that? Bravo. Bravo Zulu 7, something like that. 6 left and 064 for the heading. So 064. We're going up to 340. 340 set there. 340 coming up here. 340 set there. And let's go look at the airport elevation for Le Mans. I think it's 194 feet, so 200 here. 200 there. We are good to go there. So we can go ahead and get you going. Let's get power on the APU. That way we can get the window heats on. Everything else is good to go. We're set there, and there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are just about ready for push and start here out of Barcelona. And 122.8 on the old radios. We go 22.8 over here. Do our radio check. Radio 1 2. There we go. We're good to go. There we go. Could have done that on
runway
other.
02 vacated, running 3 whiskey roll.
Let's see. No controllers on, so that's just airplanes talking. All right, there we go. All right, we are ready to go. We are just need to get stuff away from the airplane. So let's go ahead and release the ground power, release the jet bridge, make sure our parking brake is on, and then we can go ahead and remove the chocks. So we are set to go there. Let's get our anti-collision light on. And we will make our call here momentarily. Let's go out and take a look, see if we can see anybody taxiing around. Got nobody. Love Barcelona Airport. Alice, come here, please. There they are. Let's see if they're coming down here or if they're going to that diagonal runway. Alice, come. Sorry to yell in your ear there, folks. A little bit of a rainbow there. Thank you, Alice.
Barcelona traffic, Vueling 3 Whiskey Bravo, crossing runway 06 left.
Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead.
Beacons on, brakes released, clear to push straight out.
Copy that. Clear to push straight back. Release the parking brakes, please.
Barcelona traffic, Vueling 41, cavalry, my taxi, correction, runway 22 vacated.
Barcelona traffic, KLM 135.
Alright, push complete. Go ahead and set the brakes.
Okay, nice push. The brake is set. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, you got it. No problem. We're disconnecting the tow bar now. Stand by, guys. Okay, tow bar is disconnected. We're disconnecting the interphone right now. Pin's gonna be on the right-hand side, guys. Take care. We'll see you.
On Barcelona traffic warning for 1 Quebec Lima, we are crossing runway 06 left.
Alice, come. Sorry to yell in your ears, folks. Thank you. You stay right here.
Barcelona traffic KLM 135, lining up 06 right.
Barcelona traffic, Shadow 73, lining up runway 06 left, holding for departing traffic, runway 06 right, Barcelona. With that, there we go. Let's get our landing lights on. We're good to go there. Everything else is good. Get you moved over to there.
And Barcelona traffic KLM 135, taking off 06 right.
Watch for the KLM to depart, and then we'll get out of here, folks, on our way up to Le Mans. Yeah, I just got to get that TV and the other one torn apart so I can look at them and see what we need to order.
Barcelona traffic KLM 135, passing flight level 19 early.
Barcelona traffic, Shadow 73, departing runway 06 left, Barcelona. With that, we've been cleared for takeoff. And 40% power, everything stabilized, Toga.
V1.
Rotate. Positive right.
0. Nice departure there. Barcelona traffic, Shadow 73 climbing through 2000. Last call, Barcelona. With that, we're going to go ahead and do what we can to avoid this storm. Flaps coming up. Everything else appears okay. We're good to go. We're on our way up to Barcelona. Nice little rainbow there out over the med. We're doing pretty good. Double rainbow. Look at that. Looks like we're going to avoid the little bit of this weather. We will do that whole procedure turn out to the south there before heading north, just to get a little bit of altitude, try and get over these storms. Storms look like they are kind of all the way up to Le Mans, but we are on our way. Outside air temperature is still plus 16. Good. There we go. Barcelona Center, Shadow 73 climbing through 88 for 340.
Shadow 73, Barcelona today,
Flight level 240, Shadow 73.
Barcelona, Europassor 172, hello. Godot 3 Papa, arrival at Palma.
Barcelona 172, Barcelona, buenas noches. First, good only Spanish branch configuration, I think it's going to the west, right? Anyway, we can information for you. Expect access for now, South 6 and 101 pounds. Alright, heading to
QNH 1015, descending 6000 with, say again, heading?
Right, heading 070 for expect pilots,
Right, heading 070 Europa Center. For ILS Zulu 24 left.
Buenas noches, Iberia Control, la primera control aquí, Iberia 1221, solicitando aprobación para IFR de Valencia a Lima, India, Eco, mira, 1221, Barcelona Control, buenas noches, esto es autorizado, salida 8, Bravo, con 1, 2, recibido salida Orpus por la pista 2-1, inicial 6000, respondemos, ¿puede repetir código cuarto, por favor? 6230, Iberia 122. Shuttle 03, by direct to Cabo.
Direct to Cobby, Shadow 73.
2702, we're flying the Taki T November arrival.
5 now. Just get out to please altitude, Kappa 74, we can make 121, expect islands.
Expect Allen Zulu running 02 descend down to 2000 knots, 1014, walk to Center 2.
Europa 710,
Se confirma Europa 717.
Europa 710, derecha,
5000 y 075, Europa 717.
Barcelona, muy buenas noches, del Iberia 141.
Muy buenas, solicitamos aprobación para el plan de vuelo instrumental a Ushuaia con información alfa a bordo de que tenemos un heavy.
Autorizado, no, alfa correcta, 223 Romeo, fijamos el 06 de dirección, bien, responda al
28. Respondemos 626, pista 06 derecha, Lima... perdón, ¿puede repetirnos la salida hasta la Iberia 141?
Iberia 141, salida del 223.
Delta 3 Romeo y inicial 5000 pies, Iberia 141. 6000 pies, recibido de Iberia 141.
Bravo Lima 616 report established on 09002 approach, walk 2732.
Derecha 5 grados y descendemos 4000 pies, Europa 7172.
Spanish 451 Alpha, use the destination head of 5 Alpha departure, Channel, Japan, 5 Alpha, due to destination via Maritime Alpha, departure running to 4 right, mission climb speed 5000 and 4231, and report at 1 Alpha. 451 Alpha, sorry, what's my mistake? It's gonna be 2 right for departure, Maritime 8, but around the 451 Alpha, yeah, we were suspicious about that, but yeah, 4 right and 5 Alpha for 451 Alpha. Running 451 Alpha, yes, copy. 451 Alpha. derecha rumbo 115 de pista 3000.
115 y estamos 3000, Europa 712.
Buenas noches, Barcelona. Estamos listos para mañana. Bar 1 November pesado, muy buenas noches. Pues nada, pasamos de respuesta aprobada. Buenas noches, Barcelona 1012. Perfectamente, eventos de actual, Europa 772 por la derecha, rumbo 2,0 grados, efecto final, autorizado y distribuido por la izquierda. Mantenga velocidad estándar en el cambio de este y
Barcelona Control, aquí Iberia 1221, listo para taxi a pista de salida 12 de Valencia. ¿Puede repetir el rumbo de Europa 7172?
derecha,
210 autorizado de LSD Turu y le llamo al taxi de Europa 772.
Alright, just listening to Barcelona Control. They're having a stop at 240. They'll hand us off and we'll do whatever we want. Go up to 340 when able.
So, I'm confident that I could like without trouble, but maybe can expect a holding around for the action. But to be honest, I around that whole time, but maybe.
¿Puede repetir? Iberia 1221, por favor. Iberia 1221, listo para taxi a pista de salida 12 de Airline Barcelona.
Gracias, 1221, por Conference 1013, rueda al punto de espera de la 12 y
Recibido, esperamos en el punto de espera 1 November de la 12, Iberia 122.
R2002, fully established, Allen 02. Clear to land of 02, 12002.
Europa 7172, establecidos 4 izquierda.
Shadow 73, transfer
300, Shadow 73.
La 7172, el viento 070 grados, correcto. 070 grados, 070 grados.
Autorizado a aterrizar, pista 4 izquierda, Europa 7172.
Direct 7000, hotel, flight direct confidence, Alpha Delta. Forecast 1 Alpha, goodbye. So, again, forecast 1 Alpha from the 40 request. On a 451 Alpha, push back to set up a cruise QNH 1015.
Chugging along. Let's see. Top of the hour, so we are 58 minutes away from touchdown.
Barcelona Center, Europa 29 Heavy.
Europa 29 pesado,
Emerson es 120, plan de vuelo enviado hacia Ushuaia, con información a favor 2.
Europa 29 pesado, el plan de vuelo autorizado sería loco, Barcelona Control, Iberia 1221, listo para salida en pista 1. Vale. Gracias, 121, bien. Autorizado de despegar recibido, Iberia 3121.
Euro pasado 9, salida, Loto 3 Romeo, inicial altitud 6000 pies, pista 6 Romeo y respondemos en 6221.
A 29, Yankee, after automatic start, thank you for the
300. With that, we can go VNAV again.
Bar 1 de November, disculpe, posterior y Juliet, su lugar de conducción para alineación de equipo. Ruta 7172, bienvenido. Puede rodar el estacionamiento 88 y a puerta más nada. Vamos a 88 vía puerta Mike, hasta otra. Y veo una cuota no recuerdo, estamos por esta marcha de sería un 4-1, marcha y otra está aprobada, a Barcelona este, QNH 1014 y puesta en marcha de proceso aprobado en calendario de Iberia. Gracias, 2 meses, no, los de vuelo 3, vuelo de 03, directo, modo, Mike, Oscar, Romeo, Iberia 1221 puede repetir Barcelona Control, por favor. 1221, vuelo 0, vuelo de modo, Mike, Oscar, recibido, nivel de vuelo 380 para Iberia 31221 y directo a Mons. Gracias.
Switch 122.8. Appreciate you being on. Have a good night. We'll leave that going. It's kind of nice to have the noise. We continue our climb up to 340. Oh, no. VNAV. Level change. Wrong button. Alright, looking at this, we can go down to 2,000 feet. And channel 72443. Not there yet. But down to 2,000 feet, and then begin our descent into the runway. Runway is at 160 feet. Our minimum is 460. .460 is set. We're good to go there. And LPV. Yes, we have LPV. Alright, so 2,000 feet mandatory into that point, and then our pilot control of lighting. Missed approach, climb to RM 410, then left turn direct to MAPEP. Interhold at 3,000 feet, maintain 220, climb to 1,100 feet prior to level acceleration. Alright, pretty straightforward there. Climb straight out. Once you get to RM 410, make the left turn, then climbing up to 3,000 feet, maintaining 210 all the way through there, or 220 all the way through there, and 1,100 feet prior to any acceleration. So.
After
2,700 feet, MSA on the northeast quadrant. Other than that, we're doing okay. Got a lot of towers there on the final approach, up to 245 feet. And we can go over here, legs page. There we go. Onto our legs page progress. All right, we are getting ready to level out. Flight level 340. That's going to be our final. 340 is set there, and that's what we have as our cruise. 340. So we can also do that in here. Go to the legs page, and Mavic is actually going to be 2,000. Alright, we are at cruise. We are about 30 minutes away from our top of descent. And we're going to go ahead and go to our landing dispatch, runway 02. Bravo 737, welcome aboard. How are you today? How was your flight from Jackson to Denver? 131, import, and calculate. Exceeds available, so we were going to go auto brake max auto. Calculate, we're good there, 151, so let's make that max. And give ourselves our flaps 30, 151. We are all set for our arrival into Le Mans for the Le Mans Grand Prix. MotoGP of Le Mans. Alright, if we look at the airport, fairly small airport. We'll be able to exit there at the end, come back, and we will actually park right here. And then, yeah, we will see how we do on this, whether or not we have to U-turn down here on the runway to get back to here, park right there. Fairly small airport, not a whole lot of commercial.
Iberia 141.
Good to have you.
Taxi a pista 36.
Iberia 141, puesto a la derecha, GPS estimación, aquí por punto de espera.
Ah.
La primera a la derecha y
That's
por Rimas Sierra.
quite
a la
interesting.
derecha.
I'm gonna switch. It's not horrible. We're gonna go over to Toulouse so we can have a blue juice spill. There's Toulouse. I mean, being a Boeing and everything, there's Toulouse right there. Let's get out and take a look. There, I think that's the Airbus facility right there. Where's that? Yeah, kind of like what I experienced on that TFDI MD-11. There it is. Yeah, it's unfortunate that my lav eject button is so poorly managed. Maui. Yeah, like when I was trying to type in a chart, it totally disconnected like my rudder pedals. So maybe when you're in chase plane, it does something similar. Alright, on to here. We are at 35, so we're just under 20 minutes away from top of descent. I don't know if it's an MSFS or if it's the third-party add-ons. I think they just interrupt control. Yeah, see, I don't know if it's MSFS or if it's what you do to get those third-party apps to control. Because we have it in other airplanes. I mean, you're able to do things in other airplanes. It's just in chase plane or the MD-11. Those are the ones that you experience a little bit of issue. It might be a known thing. And with that, we can dial down to 2,000. Auto brake max. Short field landing. What do I got? Like 600 extra feet? I saw that. Oh, there's that. I don't. There's got to be a way, because you can see it as a controller. You just set it up as a controller instead of running it through SimApp Pro. But then you don't get the visuals. That's the bad thing. I mean, all those buttons work. Kind of lame. Hopefully it's not that way forever. You would hope. All good. How often have you flown the freighter? Sucks that it doesn't work in the 300 or 600. But that might be something where either WinWing's waiting for everything to get ported over to MS-24, Ops Center and some upgrades there. That might be the plan. That'd be kind of cool. "15 minutes to top a descent." Okay. As long as it's a passenger version. Yeah. They've got to offer us an upgrade, a low cost. They've got to. Oh, no, you good, man. It's good having the chat. How's your Friday going? We are fine. We're doing good. It's fine. It's fine. Got a tired puppy because she's out there playing in the sprinklers because Rachel's getting the garden set up. Copy that. Went and had a lunch at In-N-Out. Got a flight. Go check in on the family here in a little bit. Been doing some gardening. Got to come up with an irrigation plan for the backyard, and then, yeah, then back at it. Maybe try and hop in the MD-11 later today. Got to do an American flight. I don't know if I'll do that in the MD-11 or if I'll try and do that tomorrow. Got to check out the Join AVA website. Make sure everything's up to scratch, and then yeah. Excellent. That Arnav Zulu is a lot of fun. See my park? Did you experience any wake turbulence from the 380? I tried looking to see if you had a stream, but I did not see a stream. Yeah, it'll green up here in the next week, so shouldn't be bad when you get here. That rain we had is gonna make everything a little prettier. Ah. Copy. We're just about 8 minutes away from top of descent. Out here when you're here? It'll be just right. And remember, we don't have the humidity you do. And I will tell you, this arrival will be a firm landing. Nice, nice. I've been at this runway before. I got the free Le Mans scenery. flightsim.to as well as the track and the city. So hopefully this is a little better. Last time it just looked like a rectangle out in a field. So they do have an RNAV. They do have a couple EasyJet, I think, flies in here, and perhaps Ryanair. Not regularly scheduled. They bring people down for the MotoGP. So like for Le Mans, the 24 hours of Le Mans. So kind of a seasonal little get in, get out, drop people off, pick them up. But yeah, teeny little runway. 4665. Good girl. I did. Top of descent, 30 miles. Here we go. And even with the Zebo, it was a tight arrival. So we got a couple extra hours of flight time in us, so it won't be quite as bad, right? Oh, I make myself laugh. Alright, gonna bounce out, take a look at this. There we are. Ryanair, where are you going? MMX going to Gibraltar. $160 miles, 157 miles. There we go. $350. There they are. Talk to you in a few. Thanks, man. All right, top of descent coming up here in about a mile. We're good. We're going to start descending down into Le Mans. There we go. On the descent, I always like to have the speed brake armed. And let's see where we are progress or precision wise. 152, so we can go 0.11. And so 155 for now. Tight right there. Give it a minute. Back to the leg page. We are 34 miles away. And what is our 29907? And our runway heading 19er. About 20 minutes away from being on the ground. Let's go. Yeah, about 1 minute after. Feet. I have about 600 extra feet. Wind 050 at 7, quartering from the right. We'll be all right. So we should be on the ground in 15 minutes to exit to the gate, get her shut down, head over to the track, and watch some qualifying or some practice. Johan Zarco, Fabio Quattararo. This is their home GP, so should be a good weekend of motorcycle racing, that's for sure. Alright, coming up on 10,000 feet, we can go ahead and get all our lights going. Set there. We're good to go everywhere else. All good there. And yeah. You break her arm, gonna slow her down. Beautiful French countryside. Thank you. Bit of a wind shear there. I'd be able to just see the airport and the track right up there. 30 miles out. You might be able to see it. Right up there. Alright, see the runways there? There's one small grass on the right, and then the main runway's on the left. That's one we're going to shoot for. If we go in here and we look at the chart, the grass runway is 3,200 feet. Back to our landing rate. Coming along pretty good here. Getting ready to slow down to 180. Girl Alice, come here. Thank you. Can you sit? Can you park it? Moderate chop all the way down. Thousand feet. Six knots. This could be a little spicy. Got the localizer waiting on glide path. That'll come up here in just over a mile. There we go. We are fully established on the LMP. Flaps 30, auto brake set, clear to land.
$1,000.
1,000 feet, stabilized. Missed approach altitude is set. Winds are calming down a little bit. We're doing okay. My aircraft.
Caution, terrain.
No, we're good.
500. Caution, terrain. Caution, terrain. Pull up.
You're fine.
Terrain, pull up. 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 10.
.462. Told you it was going to be firm. There's the track right there. Look at that. Looking nice. All right, with that, we're going to go ahead and continue our taxi. All the way to the end of the runway. Not bad. Big day at the track today. Le Mans traffic, Shadow 73, clear runway 02, Le Mans. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Le Mans for the French Grand Prix. Festivities are underway already. This is not the 24-hour, but this is the MotoGP. We are taxiing over to the gate over here, and I would just want to say thank you to everybody who joined me for the flight. Captain Russell, Bravo 737. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate all your support through everything. We're going to get this over to the APU. Else can come off here in just a minute once we get to the gate. Knew it was going to be a firm landing. That was a little extra firm. That was all me. This is probably one of the first arrivals. It really makes you kind of excited for the race. Most of the times the track's kind of outside of town or away from the airport. This, Austin, they have the track right by the airport. So we're going to go all the way down, make a right turn into the ramp, and then pull up just short of the tower there and park it, get the stairs up, and we'll let everybody go off, have fun at the MotoGP for the weekend. There you have it, folks. I appreciate you flying with me. We'll be parked up here in just a minute. Still a little warm on the old brake. All right, ladies and gentlemen, brakes are set. We can go ahead and make sure you're good, and then we can turn you off, get the chalk set. Go over here. Ground operations. With that, there we go, and we can turn you off. There we go. And let's get the stair truck over here. Parking brake is set. Chocks are set. There we go. L1 stairs. Let's get everybody else coming. Half cargo, forward cargo. And there we have it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Le Mans. That was a little close. There's my stair truck right through the building. Perfect. Perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, appreciate you flying with me. That's going to do it for now. Have a great afternoon. We'll catch up with you in a little bit.